All right, tell me this isn't a dream. Tell me, Ben, tell me I'm not dreaming. Tell me we have Mr. Stephen K. Bannon on the horn. We're going to do the toss on this fine Monday. Mr. Bannon, really good to have you on, my friend. So much to talk about. Where should we
Hold
start?
it. Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. No. Hang on. Not so fast. I am so shocked that Eric Bolling would be associated with the show called The Edge. Edgelord Eric Bolling. I guess it's on brand, right?
It's on brand, but you know who epitomizes the edge? I mean, talk about getting, knocked down, get back up, maybe change the focus on and just continue to succeed and strive and go forward. I think there's a Stephen K. Bannon episode buried in there somewhere. I mean, at some point.
Wow.
I mean, you epitomize what we're going for.
Hold it. This is Rav. This is everybody at Rav. They're all listen. We're anti-fragile. It's the MAGA movement. It's resilience. What's the edge? Tell me about the edge. What's the show? I haven't even been pitched yet. Yeah, no, I got to pitch myself, so folks, you've seen a pitch.
It literally
I got to pitch myself.
It literally is. Look, I played pro baseball, hurt my shoulder, had to go figure it out, and went to Wall Street. Did very well on Wall Street, and then at some point I got tapped to go to Fox. We know what happened there. You keep reinventing. I lost a child where you have to really kind of get your stuff together.
Hang on. This is after you turned down. This is after you turned us down to be Secretary of Commerce. Think about Eric Bolling as Secretary of Commerce in the first Trump administration instead of Wilbur Ross. Well, you think it would be quite different? You think he'd been beaten on the Chinese Communist Party from the beginning?
It was a tough call. I'll never forget that afternoon at Trump Tower. Get called up. Bannon will see you in the conference room. Get to the conference room. You sit down and go, "You're Commerce Secretary. Hold on." He's called. Reince Priebus comes in. "You're Commerce Secretary." I was like, "Guys, I love you. I'm honored. I am so honored. I love to." But it was a tough call to leave the center seat on the 5 at the time. So in hindsight now, Bannon, you never know.
No, but something serious is that President Trump, you see in the second term, had the idea that he had to have cabinet secretaries that not only could run their cabinets, but also sell the program. The Pete Hegseths, the Bobby Kennedys, Kristi Noem, people that not only knew what they were doing and running the overall, infrastructure, but could then go out and actually sell what the presidency needed. People that could communicate and make his moves accessible, right? Mm-hmm. You get an inkling of that in reaching out to you in the first term, although we did obviously very little of it. But I think President Trump, in those years in the wilderness, as he thought through how he was going to come back and implement really the program that he decided that, because people should know those picks for cabinet, they were done in the campaign. Reince says he had a punch list. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted people that could actually explain to the American people what he's trying to accomplish, because he can't be his own comms director. You see that in trying to get you on board in Commerce Secretary. I thought it was a great idea, because I don't think there was anybody that could explain what we were trying to do, everything on a commercial basis, and particularly with the Chinese Communist Party. Because remember, we really didn't have it until Lighthizer came in and worked with Navarro in the summer of 2017. We had all the Wall Street guys who were pro-CCP. It would need somebody like you to step in there. It had been very different. The other thing that was different.
Gary Cohn and that crew.
The other thing that had been very different is that Gary Cohn, Wilbur Ross, they fought us. Remember, Miller and I had that whole thing worked out about the census, about you're not going to count illegal aliens. You would have been with us 100%. Wilbur Ross and those guys were across the table. They hated it. Eventually, they got that reversed. And this is why you see today 17 or 18 House seats that shouldn't be there, or shouldn't be there at all, because of the screwed up census of 2020, sir.
I tell you what I would do right now. Right now, I would, if I were Trump, I'd pick up the phone, or if I were Steve Bannon, I'd pick up the phone, call Trump, and say, get your whatever. I won't say the bad word, because Rob Sig is over there going to throw me out of the studio if I use a bad word. Get your Commerce Secretary to get 200 people at Commerce to start calling retail companies, Pepsi-Cola, Goodyear Tire. Get your prices down. Oil prices are down. We know your input costs are down. What's happening is prices aren't coming down fast enough, even though at the wholesale level they're coming down. The retail prices, which we report as Consumer Price Index, is staying too elevated. If they really just get on the phone, get on the horn with the CEOs and say, this is Commerce Department calling you on behalf of President Trump. We know your profit margins are so fat right now, you can bring them down to the American people. And if you don't, we're going to make a list of people who are overcharging. Prices will come down so fast. We need to do that before 26, Steve.
Or I agree with you. I love that. Have him make the call first, but say, hey, we got an invitation. You're going to be in the East Room next week, and President Trump's going to go up. He's going to have the chart like on Liberation Day. He's going to show you he's going to show your import costs, the full spectrum energy dominance, and what he's doing on commodity prices or dropping the cost of everything.
Steve Bannon.
He's going to say, okay, here you go. And
how long have we been doing this? How long? When was the last time the stock market, the equity markets were making all-time highs, and oil was $59 a barrel? This is the greatest moment for Trump to pull these prices on the consumer level down to where the wholesale prices are, because we know they are, because oil is a huge input cost, as the other things. Boy, what a win at the right time. Start doing it right now.
Full spectrum energy dominance.
Yeah, indeed.
Eric Bolling. We got to do this more often. By the way, Rob Sig's got no leverage on you. You got the edge, man. What are you talking about? You can use profanity. You can do anything you want. You're not shave. You're your own man.
I got the boss right. I got the boss right here. I got the boss right. Come on. Here's the boss. He says, don't you dare swear. There's the boss.
Get their ass in gear.
Oh, see, there we go. There we go.
That's another penalty right there. Rob Sig, I love it. He never comes on air. The mastermind of Real America's Voice, the genius.
There he is. There he is.
Okay, I guess you don't. I guess you don't have leverage.
It was the Nirvana T-shirt that drew him into the studio. Steve, have a wonderful show. I love these tosses. I love these handoffs. Good to see you, my friend.
Real America Music.